There's this concept of chasing your dreams. And I woke up with this idea this morning with the thought in mind of what does that even really mean? Because when you chase something, that means it's running away from you. And if it's running away from you and you're constantly chasing, you're never going to catch it. And so the thought process or the concept that most videos or people talk on is like chasing your dreams and all these things. And your dreams is like a fantasy world, right? And in our dreams, anything can happen because it's a fantasy world. We don't live in the fantasy world. We live in this reality that we are currently in. And so the idea was, instead of chasing the dream, you just live the dream. Meaning, if the finances is not where it's at and you're not living in a villa or a beachfront house, whatever the hell you think the materialistic aspect of your dream is, then you're going to eventually realize, once you get to a certain money point where it's not like complete survival mode, that having more money is amazing and it's fun, and the whole point of it is actually about freedom and the ability to say no and fuck you to things that don't matter to you, honestly. And so I'm at a side of a coffee shop right now, but I smell herb. Someone like smoking some herb, and I just got that security job, and I need to do a drug test, so I'm just kind of like weary of secondhand smoke right now. But chasing your dream, and distractions. So living the life, and then the materialistic aspect. Let's get back to that. The materials is one thing, but the fulfillment, the pursuit of a craft, that's a completely different thing. That you can live every day, because that's actually your purpose. That's actually the fulfillment. And for me, it's been martial arts, it's been art, it's been expression, it's been writing, it's been photography, it's been every way you can think of that allows me to practice creativity with my body through fighting, the art of fighting, creativity with my mind, again, through fighting also, because that takes a lot of mental capacity, and then, art. And so, like, I've been creating more time to do art pieces, and this is one I made today, or last night, and it's a small piece, but it's really fun to make, and I've been making a lot of pieces like that. And chasing the dream is like, it's imagination of the grass is greener. And so my goal at this point in time is actually to create a online form of income, so then I can move abroad, move to Thailand for a bit, and actually just focus on the art aspect. Like, not even have to work, freaking a 9 to 5 and bust my ass, doing all these other gigs and all this stuff, and really see if I can just hone in and put those hours towards my art, towards fighting, towards creating these videos. And in the meantime, since that is not the case, but that's in the plan, in the meantime is the living the dream, living the reality that I desire, is just having the ability to create more art, to express myself more, to be able to share the journey of all the challenges, the bullshit, the things that come with going after what you want, going after the reality that you're creating for your life. And this is the basis of myself being accountable, being disciplined enough to be on the pursuit, in the living of being an artist, right? And so the idea of chasing your dream is more of like a narrative, social media marketing narrative, because if fulfillment is what you want, then chasing it is a separate thing. Living it is actually that's what's going to create the fulfillment. Because I've seen, like, for example, my father, he is retired military, and he hasn't created another purpose in his life. So he thinks that he's done, like he doesn't have to do things anymore. He doesn't want to do things. Like in his mind, he's like completely like it. From the outside looking in, it seems like he's just kind of waiting to die. Because as a man, as a human on this earth, if you don't create a purpose, you kind of just walk around aimlessly, just doing random dumb shit all the time. And my dad doesn't do random shit, but he is deep into consumerism, which unfortunately I took on the habit of and breaking. And then he cycles with his friends, like road cycling and stuff. But there's a part where, like, if you're not in the pursuit of, I don't know, living a fulfilling life in terms of, having a craft that you're trying to master, whether it be Muay Thai, fighting, creating art, creating music, something that allows you to figure out yourself, to have something to do every day, like there's just so many choices. There's so many things, and if just lounging around is what you want to do, I guess cool. But eventually, that's gonna be boring and tiring, and you're gonna want to do something. You're gonna want to be around people. You're gonna want to, draw, paint, make music, create videos, make a podcast. I don't know, something. Learn how to make coffee. You know what I mean? Like, get you an espresso machine, whatever it is, right? And so, like, the chasing part again is more of a social media narrative for the hustle culture, for the grind culture. But there's gonna be a point where it's gonna be more about fulfillment and joy of just day-to-day living, because regardless, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna live, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna eat, we're gonna shit, we're gonna fuck until we can't. Right? And so don't chase your dreams. Live the life of creativity. Live the life of whatever it is you're trying to create at this point in time. Like, live it today. If you want to do yoga, go do yoga. If you want to paint, go paint. Like, create the time for you to do the thing that you actually like and care about. And everything else is just an avenue of which to go attain that thing. So, like, the jobs that I'm doing, I fucking like 3 jobs or whatever, like I'm doing gigs. Now I'm doing security. I'm freaking teaching boxing. I'm working on this, right? There's so many things that's grabbing my attention, and I have to create more of a focus on that. But again, I'm always looking for the ability to create time for my creativity, my fitness, my fighting, for a run, hit bag work, whatever. Like, those are super important to me, and that's life. We just take it one day at a time, and you'll figure it out. Create a plan, create a strategy. All right, stay dangerous.